The simple act of logging into your email, what if I told you that's one of the biggest security risks you face every single day? Well, in this explainer, we're going to dig into why that is and how the entire concept of digital identity is being completely reshaped across the Asia-Pacific region. Okay, let's get into it.
4. Just think about that number for a second. That's the average number of times someone in the APAC region has to manually type in a password every single day. Now multiply that by billions of people. You suddenly realize we're dealing with this massive daily friction point, and honestly, a huge security vulnerability just waiting for someone to exploit it.
So that brings up the big question, right? In an age of super sophisticated AI-powered phishing attacks, is this system sustainable? Can we keep relying on human memory to protect us? The answer is a clear, resounding no. It's really a recipe for disaster, and it's a risk that businesses and all of us as individuals, well, we just can't afford to take it anymore. Which leads us perfectly to our first major shift, this urgent need to move beyond passwords. And the solution isn't some far-off future tech. It's already here, it's ready to go, and it's called passkeys.
Okay, so what's the real difference here? Think of it this way. A password is like a physical key that you share with a website. If a hacker manages to steal your copy, or if they breach the website and steal their copy, they're in. A passkey, though, that's a whole different ballgame. It's like a unique digital fingerprint that never, ever leaves your device. The website can see the fingerprint to know it's you, but they can't copy it, they can't steal it. It's a game changer.
So how does that all work? It's actually beautifully simple. You go to log in. Your phone or your computer uses your face, your fingerprint, whatever, to unlock that private key that lives only on your device. Then, your device does this kind of cryptographic handshake with the website to prove it's you, without ever sending the secret itself over the internet. So here's the crucial part. No shared secret means there's literally nothing to phish.
And for businesses all across APAC, you have to understand this isn't just a security upgrade. It's a fundamental shift in how you build trust with your customers. In a world where data breaches are constant news, giving people the most secure and the most seamless login experience, that's a huge competitive advantage. So the path forward is pretty clear. Audit the old way, plan for the new way, and get the tools to manage it all at scale.
Okay, so we're solving today's password problem. That's great. But there's a new, and frankly, a much more powerful threat gathering on the horizon. A threat that could literally shatter the foundations of our digital world. I'm talking about the quantum age.
This phrase right here, it should send a chill down your spine. Harvest now, decrypt later. What this means is that adversaries, right now, today, are collecting massive amounts of our encrypted data. They can't break it yet, but they're stockpiling it, just waiting for the day a powerful enough quantum computer comes online that can decrypt all of it in a flash.
And what are they targeting? Think about the most sensitive data imaginable. Your long-term financial records, your private health data, secret government files. This is the kind of information that, if it gets exposed years from now, could lead to absolute chaos, identity theft, financial ruin, even major national security crises. So how in the world do we prepare for that? Well, it's a strategic approach built on 4 pillars. First, you have to acknowledge the threat is real. Second, you have to protect your most critical long-term data now. Third, start adopting what's called post-quantum cryptography. And finally, you have to design for agility. Think of it like building a house with a modular foundation. If a new, stronger type of concrete gets invented, you can just swap it out without tearing down the entire house. And this really shows the first practical steps. You have to know what you have. That means making an inventory of all your crypto. Then you can run small pilot programs to test out these new quantum-resistant algorithms. The big goal here is to build systems that can adapt easily as new security standards come out, so you're never, ever caught flat-footed. We talk a lot about the threat of AI, but what if AI could also be our best defense? In the world of security, we have to start thinking about AI not just as a tool, but as an entirely new class of identity that we need to manage. We're talking about agentic AI.
So what do we mean by that? Well, agentic AI refers to autonomous agents that don't just answer questions or write text. No, these things can plan and actually take action. They can carry out complex tasks on our behalf, especially in the world of identity and security.
The promise here is just immense. I mean, imagine an AI agent that works for you 24/7, tirelessly protecting your entire company. It's like having a team of elite security experts for every single device and user, constantly watching for threats and fixing problems before they can even be exploited. It's security on a truly superhuman scale.
But, and this is a huge but, it's a double-edged sword. If every one of these AI agents has its own identity and its own set of credentials, you get this explosion of new identities to manage. It's what we call identity sprawl. It's like a city suddenly has millions of new residents, but you have no way to track who they are or what they're doing. And that creates a massive new attack surface for hackers. So we've got passkeys, quantum threats, and AI agents all flying around. How do we possibly build a secure future with all these complex, moving parts? Well, the answer lies in the invisible architecture of our digital world, the power of standards. You see, vendor-neutral organizations like the FIDO Alliance are absolutely essential. Why? Because they create open, interoperable standards that work for everyone. This is what keeps us from getting locked into one single company's ecosystem and makes sure that our digital identity is truly our own, portable and secure.
And their role is huge. They're pushing for quantum-ready standards to get us ready for the future. They're promoting frameworks so digital IDs can work seamlessly across the entire APAC region. And, so importantly, they provide the blueprints and the training to help companies actually use these new, complex technologies in a secure way.
This is really where policymakers have such a critical role to play. By embedding these open standards right into their national strategies, they can help create a stable and secure digital future for the whole region. And that unlocks incredible potential for innovation and economic growth. So, after this whole journey through the past, present, and future of digital identity, what are the big takeaways? What are the key strategic actions for everyone in the APAC region? This table really sums it up perfectly. The challenge of outdated passwords? The imperative is to move to passkeys. The quantum threat? It's all about early planning and preparation. For agentic AI, we have to start governing them like first-class identities, not just some background tool. And to fight all this fragmentation, we have to rely on standards bodies to build the common ground we all need. If you remember just one thing from all of this, let it be this. Our digital identity is not just a feature. It's not a convenience. It is critical infrastructure. It is the absolute foundation upon which our digital economy, our society, and really our modern lives are being built. And that leaves us with one final, crucial question to think about. If our digital identity truly is critical infrastructure, are we actually building it to last? The answer to that question, well, that's up to all of us. Thank you for watching.